Munai Open Relation.
Hello. Yeah, with Munai Open 2 and with Mr. T. And we're going to be talking about a few things that
We'll be talking about, and then we'll be answering maybe through that goes.
Cool. I don't know if Brooklyn 99, but for open relationship, the point here to tell you is best what is then an open relationship is about our experience.
So the other disclaimer, we may be talking to may not be really adequate for. So if you're essentially 18, 16 years old, if it's okay for you to listen, you need to wait a little bit longer to this amazing content.
Also, question when, to the sections and all stuff. How many type of open relationship or do you know? Category is a close inside of relationship. Mm-hmm. And can you tell me a little bit more?
So this is the little 5 years ago, opened an umbrella name. It was at the time monogamous. Mm-hmm. Only because they are available and people are discovering being in a relationship. It has become and the umbrella above this is ethical. You may own them consensual non-monogamy, and like I said, is one of the category CNM. It's the same thing. And you may evil. They're going to be polyamorous, find swinging, etc.
This monogamous. What is that?
Monogamous is, for example, to give us a couple, but then and they get a little bit drunk one night, one threesome, right? And at that point, and we'll do it again. And so it just at some point they make of sexual relationship with because of happening at the moment. It's a lifestyle.
It does. So it's not it's not the relationship to be with other people, actually, or eventually, but it's not what into this.
So the difference is the level of connection with the other people around. And within those categories, you have little subcategories. Relationship, this being in a committed primary partner, both partner or one may have 6 other people. So it's possible to be in only one of the partners. Mm-hmm. It's possible that are non-monogamous. It's also possible that monogamous for a while. Monogamous, etc.
Cool. I'm pretty good at it.
Are you confused?
Myself. So that people like when one of them encounters with other people, why would be how about?
Usually, I don't want generality, but one partner that doesn't have, they don't really have any, and that has needs to be fulfilled. You can have a conversation and a partner that has. Mm-hmm. Even if they're still their partner, go and have those. That would be the main example situation.
Cool. With the more informational time to the next and have learned something this and bring you open relationship and different type of connections and.
Once upon a time, far away, New Zealand.
Hey, here we are again. Jingle. I would like to add that old man.
The Gandalf.
It's sort of a Gandalf. Get better when I do voices naturally.
Maybe do you want
no and have and try to keep it. Might be easier for you audience to understand. Anyway, so once the last time of first year to the 10th month.
And do Gandalf voice. All right. So story. And I think from when Christmas back to your camp. Talking, we have wrongly yet, but they're actually from Italy to Brazil, and I'm sorry to to find back to this country for Christmas, and I stayed a little in New Zealand before, and I was for Christmas. I think that's when we were at long distance and we open relationship, and I think I was a little bit. Because Mr. T really, that when you put a relationship, it changes the person. I was worried that a boyfriend girl having the expectation like a boyfriend. Mr. T doesn't like expectation. Yeah, so I had to, no, this was not gonna remember Mr. We'll see.
Yeah, subject of time was more like that we each other, but the main having another time with between us. I don't know if in the last episode, we are social animals. And we enjoy a lot, and it's part of the thing. And we both were having fun with other people. And so the conversation was that, like things that I said on the phone. I want to be with you, what we have now. And in the key moment, me neither. And it was like, this is real. This is happening. To pinch myself a couple of times, I'm not drunk. Well,
sincere. Was she? We had that conversation, and you had pushed me into journey with my sexual exploring, right?
Did I
push me? Encourage me.
Bro, no, don't push. Nothing. But no.
Miss in this journey of exploring my. I was having ladies. This man, I think you would just saw it was really hard for me to same level with someone else. No pressure.
If I'm later, you know. Exactly.
A conversation and boom, it happened. We were
cool.
And so back to and I remember the difference of time, and I remember in the lounge and we were something like that. Message, and you told me that you had someone else. The first time that we openly about an experience that you were having with someone. It's so dramatic.
It's to give you a hint.
To give this first time, I can't remember if it was like a voice message or this wave of old body, and it's happening. And this feel like I'm happy, and I'm also feeling because we did talk about had some fun, and there's like this whole links between what you're actually feeling like completely outside of your comfort zone.
What you were saying before, suddenly we have stepped this element of else. I guess for you, it's a question of learning what you learn from your childhood and everything, goes and what it is and so on. And it's in your brain. It's like, what? Wait, yeah, we are serious having sex with someone else. I'm happy for I'm having this. Is that right?
Yeah.
When?
You actually were that person, kind of knowing old at the same time, and did you think about it? Did you just like feel when you sent me that message that I was gonna react?
No, completely the opposite. For me, as a man, is that thing that if you think, that's it. Yes is yes.
And you're aware, like something that.
No, I remember with a lot of. I think when I went out, so happy. I was happy. Hold back. To go as
hold back.
And it was an amazing night. We have a lot of fun. But at the same time, to this club and I went in the morning. I was so to be able to tell you, so excited that I was going to be able to tell you about, and that was for me, sign or and
that little smiley, like the one with
the emoji,
the spark. Yeah. Awesome. I think we should start.
Okay.
In the next section.
Okay. And episode we will keep them more because it's so much not as bad. But
hear it, you type it, you ask for, you type it, you ask for.
So we need to do the jingle for the beginning. I'm gonna get sentence, not my part. Okay. We are in else we have the opportunity to connect with a lot of. We receive some questions. If you want to ask us about non-monogamy and open relationship, TikTok, and you will be when different messages or in one of the reels there. So questions, we're gonna see how into the first two and then the third one. But
we will point them.
Yeah.
Just in the first question. I feel like I have to do like a.
Okay.
I'm gonna do like a. My partner believes that in relationship and get this that we're falling in love with the physical aspects.
That's very interesting. We go back conversation into what I've learned, the rules of society, family, and so on. I have this
and so on.
Yeah, it's cool. And I think some of this or parameter when we have sex with someone or feeling. Actually, this is something that it gets more connected. How women, especially more in the past, I believe, It's a paradigm changing slowly, and of female and so many other people is having but I think the big sex with someone, it has because you have a with that person. That person, that means that you're gonna give up everything else that you have. And I think about us and our cope with those. It's like having friends. With friends, you can have and then you have great time with them, loving your other friends. Nothing changed with those people. In this case, this is encounters you can have, and that with a person, what you build with is way more intimate. Yeah, and it's just the sexual relationship part, but it's not and the same with people. Everybody knows, like in the first that when you're with it is never rare that you're gonna find like some completely challenge with your partner. If that problems are, and they're my point of view case, or 100% of the time, I think is the partner, and then have element that help you to disconnect or something to compare your partner where things can go.
Yeah, there are a few things. I think, like if we look at one partner, usually the person then partner is cheating on. It's not as much how they felt, and it's usually because they're not with their primary partner. So I think to make sure that your primary is safe, if you open your relationship, make sure that you love being communicating. If you had, and you always have little, it's normal, but being and say, look, be making me. Do you think we could spend a little bit? Make sure that actually your primary is really strong. That's the best way for to work. And then the thing today you were talking about, I think from a female perspective, or not being taught, to have sex, we're being taught about how to avoid STI. With that goes Prince Charming, love that you see in books and all of those makes us believe we need to be in love with someone. If we're in love, it will be a relation, and it's okay because we're building all of those things. Actually, more about having. I think it would change, allow it, enjoy without falling in love with them.
And I agree with you. I think we talk about this relationship to try to open the relationship. You want to explore the relationship is strong, and yes, if you open the relationship, more is not going to be a good experience. My talking.
Last point I would make, I think, on that, you pass. That may happen. That they're going to stop loving you is a limited resource. Then, as your partner, someone else, they may also have energy where everything is new. And they may start having feeling on the other side. They have all this history bond and this thing in the open relationship. I think it's just creating a deep. Doesn't mean that it's really up to you what you create with. It may go into dynamic in that case. I think we're good with that.
Yes.
Yes.
Still. Question 1. We're gonna go into.
So is general, but I think we can things in there. How do you cope things towards your partner?
It's very.
Oh, mine.
Precious. This is a big topic. In my case, particularly, I come from my family were really jealous. My family jealous, and how much that possessiveness always in the under protection and subtitles of insecurity.
Monogamous relationship.
Yeah, no. Some of them are open relationship. My parents were in 35 years person, and into was jealousy. There are many cultures.
So you can't answer that question because you're so possessive with me, right? So I have, I think, it's a 2 first relationship, maybe, yeah. I feel like it was like a constant unlearning past beliefs and to build new ones for me. Every time I would have to kind of, what happened, why did I feel so bad, and kind of security came from. The city was pretty amazing. Be able to ask for credit or like the one that was a bit painful a lot. Yourself better and kind of dig. So to give you an idea, once we were with friends, I felt flirting was, for me, overly flirting with him, and I was uncomfortable because I'm not a friend anymore. To be in, and I had to think a lot, and I had importance in instead of me. At the time, what I wanted to do for my career was self-esteem. I felt like there were a few things. So what looked strong and solid was my that was the thing that was like knew that I wanted to be. And so when that by someone else in my mind, I felt really jealous. Was there the fact that maybe what would happen, case scenario, and if I was not his girlfriend, but yeah, and to think, oh, guys, and my brain went, oh my god, he's. Oh, okay, wait a second with me, and then you go, okay, yeah, well, you know, I'll be fine. Focusing a little bit more on self and on making sure my life, other things going on. So it's like an example of your jealousy, insecurity. And if you can work on that, I think is. And I think the relationship with Mr. T has triggered some insecurity. So I'm super grateful.
Yeah, I think is to find those little you understand from, and with your jealousy, if you're gonna do your when a mini Amazon, is it Amazon? It's on her website as well, and they're about G, and she has exercise and things to reassure yourself. Jealousy come from, and that it's a great tool to have, and starting to open your relationship, you will appreciate once you have it. So, thank you very much. Gonna see you in the next.
We'll see you really soon, and keep sending the specific. I think the more specific, helpful we can be with the answers.
Yay!
And this, my friends, but don't worry, we'll really soon.
This is the friend.
You were singing Adele.
I would have been singing.
I think from James Bond.
Oh no, I was Jim Morrison.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.